Young Dolph and Yo Gotti have apparently had bad blood for some time before today's confrontation.
100 shots.
This is Young Dolph rapping about being shot at 100 times last February. Even released an album about it called Bulletproof. On this day, Young Dolph is actually hit by gunfire. Police say he was staying at the Lowe's Hotel in Hollywood and got into a confrontation with a group of 3 men outside.
That group of 3 men and Young Dolph were in an argument, which escalated to become a fist fight. Young Dolph was knocked to the ground. When he was on the ground, one of those 3 men pulled out a handgun and fired several rounds at Young Dolph, striking him.
After being shot, Young Dolph headed inside here, the Shoe Palace, and you can see a trail of his blood left behind. Blood is splattered all over the floor of the entrance. Police are called once employees spot him inside here.
He starts to leap into the shoe palace and he started crawling in there and he was dripping blood. You can see the trail of blood just leaking down from him. And I was just very terrified.
This surveillance video shows someone running from the scene.
I got blood on my pin, my feet on the concrete.
Rapper Yo Gotti is described by police as a person of interest.
Young Money.
Yeah. Man, my wheel pull the LD back.
Here's Yo Gotti rapping recently with Nicki Minaj. Police say Yo Gotti has not been arrested. They say someone abandoned this Cadillac Escalade and took off on foot. Tonight, officers detained at least 2 persons of interest for questioning, while Young Dolph fights for his life.
The victim had received multiple gunshot wounds, and he is in critical condition at this time.
Within the last hour, the LAPD told us that Young Dolph has begun to stabilize after surgery.
What's going on, y'all? This is True. Just wanted to bring this to y'all attention. With the Tupac murder supposedly being solved, and with the guy at the center of Reggie Wright Jr. You done heard his name before, back when Tupac got killed. You done heard his name in a lot of shit. You done heard him and his daddy, Senior, moving drugs and all this shit. You done heard him being indicted by the feds. But what my point I want to make is, if y'all looking, guess what? They call Reggie Wright Jr. Unc too, as you can clearly see. Now, with Dolph being in the weed gang and Reggie Wright being in the same gang, and with that LA plug, which clearly, with all the shit that happened over the years, it's been damn near proven that him and his daddy was in the drug gang. That's Reggie Wright and Reggie Wright Sr. Right? And he has been indicted, and I think he only served 18 months. Now, this shit get deep because Memphis and Grape Street and the Peter Road Mafia was in this indictment too. And this investigation stemmed from 2013 is when they caught on, and the feds laid low and built this case for 4 or 5 years before they indicted the Peter Road Mafia, the Memphis. Before they made the connection, they did their homework. Now Reggie Wright escaped all of this and only did 18 months, right? Now, he's the man at the center of attention behind what's going on with Keefy D and Tupac. Now, back in the days, if y'all clearly remember, it was speculated that he had something to do with Tupac murder and possibly Biggie's murder. Now, with all this paperwork that's on him and the feds, and he came out the cleanest one out of all these deaths. You got Biggie, you got Tupac, and now you got Young Dolph back in a little while ago, I made 2 or 3 videos about this possible connection with the street pharmacy shit, the weed. You know what I'm saying? And now you makes you wonder, since he's clearly listed in the federal indictment, as y'all looking at, that one of his aliases is Unc. Now, to be politically correct, I think I'm just gonna leave it for speculation. I'm just telling y'all this and showing y'all this because this shit just deeper. These pipelines are real, and anything in the way of legalized marijuana or the blueprint for industry, anything in the way of big money, it's a problem when you going against the system. And with all this federal shit and these RICOs and the shit I showed y'all in the last video, these young niggas ain't getting money off rap music. This shit is always going to be street as much as it is industry and corporate. And only one group of people control all of this shit. And those would be the higher ups. And when the feds want you to play your part, then you will come out squeaky clean. So now we're going to have to pay attention to what's going on and realize Dolph was a triple threat. And he was in the process of getting in the way of legalized marijuana and money with that Cali connect, just as the Mexico connect. But you know what? Y'all gotta pay attention. The only thing I'm doing is showing it to y'all. So to be fair, I'm gonna let y'all tell me and put all this information together and tell me who is Reggie Wright Jr. and what part, if any, does he play in the demise of Young Dolph. Because if you look closely, you'll start scratching your head. And that's where I'm gonna leave it at. But before I go, there's going to be a link in the description box that will be right under the thumbnail. When you tap into the video, you should see 3 lines and more. Press more, and the first link that you see, I want y'all to go read the full indictment. And shout out to the guys that made this video and did this investigation, because when he break down 30 pages and you see the Cali Memphis connect and Reggie Wright's involvement, and his dad is listed in there too, then you'll know what I'm talking about. So shout out to them guys. And if you want the full breakdown to put all this together and see who's the man behind the mystery that we call Reggie Wright Jr. and why is he the last man standing? And how important is that? My name True. One love. Salute to everybody for all your support. And keep supporting, because it's because of y'all that I keep going. Long live the Flipper Man. And salute to all of y'all. True.